All right, hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be making a step-by-step guide tutorial on how to replace a circuit board on a Maytag refrigerator. There are some guides out there already. None of them are as complete as I thought the video should be, so I wanted to make another one to add to the archive of information, just in case you need it at some later date. But without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. All right, so this is my fridge. As you can see, the lights and everything are on, but when you push cube, you see no ice comes out. When you turn the water on, no water comes out. This is a Maytag, and this particular model is a MF12568AES. All right, that's the model. So what's happened is it's still producing water. When we look in here in the ice tray, there's lots of water, or there's lots of ice in there. So it's not a matter of the ice not being made. It's not a matter of it not being able to get through. So the circuit board I'm hoping the circuit board has stopped working. This is what I've researched the problem is. It should be, so I'm going to change it out today with the hopes that changing it out fixes it. So how do you change it out? I've pulled my fridge out already. And by the way, this is a great opportunity if you have to do it in the future to clean up the floor back there. Of course, I didn't have to clean my floor up. My floor stays squeaky clean at all times. Wink, wink. Clean the side of your fridges. You know, they're always pushed against the wall, so they can get dirty. But just take the time to, while you have it out, to just clean it up if you want to. But the back of the fridge looks like this, and there's a metal bracket here. And this is the area that the circuit board is in. These little screws here are a 1/4 inch. So there's 4 of them. So as far as supplies that you need, it's a very simple job. It's going to need the socket wrench with the 1/4 inch socket on it. I will need this straight head screwdriver to pry loose some components in it after I get it disconnected. I always wear an ESD bracelet anytime I'm messing around with circuit boards, just to make sure I don't shock the circuitry, fry it. So I always have an ESD bracelet that I wear. And then the actual circuit board itself. I'm gonna capture the information here on what I use, and I'm also going to insert some screenshots from Amazon of the one that I bought. So this particular circuit board fits a whole lot of models. So this is the one I got. It's inside of here. This is the model. This is the circuit board that I got. And like I said, it works for like 100 different fridges on different models. So I'm gonna put that content somewhere right here. So all I'm going to do is take out the old circuit board and pop in the new circuit board and plug it in and reset the code. Each fridge comes with its own code that you need to know to be able to program your board here to get it into kind of like edit mode or maintenance mode. So push and hold door alarm, push the minus, and let up on the door alarm. Yeah, there we go. So once you see PE there, so what I do is push door alarm, push the minus, and then let up on the button, the door alarm button. And you're gonna see PE here. If you push the down arrow, that's gonna show you the current code that's programmed for your refrigerator. They're not all the same. So the code that you'll put in is gonna be dependent upon the fridge that you have. And if you forget to take a picture of this before you change out the circuit board, don't worry. Because if you open the fridge and you look at the tag, you see there's a code there. Code 0302. And that matches this code. So whenever I'm done changing the circuit board out, that's gonna be the last step, is to change this code. Once you change the code, the fridge should start working. It should start letting ice out and water out. So without further ado, let me stop this video and set it up so that I can take off the bracket and get started. So I'll be back. All right, so once we have all the information that we need and we know what we're we know what we need. We have all our supplies gathered up and we know what we need to do. First thing we're gonna do is take off these 4 bolts. And I'll probably trim this part of the video up to get rid of me taking these screws out just to save a little time. All right, and before I start the 4th screw, I wanna make sure I'm holding the plate. But before I do this, an important step that I didn't mention first is before I get inside of here, right now it's still not dangerous, but before I take this plate off and start messing around inside of here, I wanna make sure the power's off. So just go to the back of the fridge. Here we go. Find your outlet and just unplug it. That's gonna turn off the power to the fridge. Make sure you don't get yourself shocked. All right. So, last screw now. You see my other hand is holding the metal plate here so it doesn't fall to the ground. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything if it falls to the ground, but it might hit your foot or something. All right, all 4 screws are out. So there's an indentation on this side that the metal plate goes in, and that's what it kind of hooks in there and makes it sit down. So I'm going to kind of grab it from this side, pull it out, set the plate aside. So this is a circuit board in here. This is the same circuit board as what well, it may not be the exact same. Hold on one second. On when you're looking at it, on the right side, there's a little slit here, a little groove. You need to put something in there to push that down and enable you to pull this out. There we go. So once it's loose, you just pull it out, and from the left side, it's got some grooves, and you just slide that out, and the grooves are there. 2 little grooves. 1, 2. I'm gonna set that aside right now as well. So now we're gonna pull the circuit board out. It's got, and I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it, but it's got 4 connectors, much like a computer connector if you've ever built a computer. So these are just connectors that go into the circuit board here. You've got 1 here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are really exactly like the kinds that you would plug into a computer. So you would just, there's little white tabs here. You want to push down on those tabs and pull those out. Okay? Before I get in there and start messing with it, I'm going to put my ESD bracelet on, and I'm going to ground for the ground. I'm going to connect in here with my ESD bracelet. So it's connected nicely here on this metal plate as a ground. I'll go ahead and do that. Looks like there's a perfect slot for it to fit in here. So let's connect there. So now I'm connected. So now I can reach in here and pull these loose. So you see I'm just, well, you can barely see it that way. So I can come over this way a little bit more. All right, so this first one here, push it down and pull it out. And they only fit in one, they're all different sizes, so they only fit one place. So the second one, I'm gonna push it down and pull it out. Third one, push it down, pull it out. They're also, the wires to them make them only fit in one place too. They won't stretch all around the board. So the last one, I'm gonna hold the board down while I'm pushing it. There we go. So now for taking it out, there's 2 tabs, 2 plastic tabs. Let me get you down here so you can see it. So there's a white plastic tab here, and there's a white plastic tab on the bottom. You want to push down on this tab, and you want to push up on this tab. And by doing so, the left side of this board is going to pop out, and then you can slide the right side of the board out. So let's go ahead and do that now. So push up, push down. There we go. All right, that's finally out. So just going to remember the direction of how this should go in. This long, this tall rectangular piece will go in at the top left when I get the new circuit board. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And I don't see anything that's obviously wrong on this board, but the videos I've watched, it doesn't have to be anything obviously wrong on them. They don't like burnt cylinders or anything. for something to still be wrong. So I'm going under the working assumption that something is wrong with it. This is my new circuit board. That's what it looks like. And it looks slightly differently. It looks slightly different. I don't see the rectangular one on here, but I'm told this is compatible. So we're going to go into the assumption that it is, and we're going to kind of fit it into where the cables are in the fridge. So I see exactly where the cables would be when I put this in. And your circuit board that you buy to replace it may not look exactly like the circuit board that you took out. So I'm just going to push this right back in. Right hand side first, it goes under the, there's some tabs that it goes under. And then you're going to push it down. There we go. Push this down, there we go. So it's properly seated. I'm going to push these tabs back up to hold it in nicely. And then I'm just going to plug in these cables again, right where they were. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and lastly but not leastly, 4. So all 4 are now plugged in. I'm going to push my cables in. Push my cables in. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm going to replace the plastic top. Remember, it's got some grooves here. You push it into the grooves and then you push it down. It snaps into place. And then we have our metal bracket that we took off. Remember, the groove here will go inside. There we go. So I had it turned the wrong way. The groove will go on the inside, of course, and just kind of lay it over the little plastic opening in the lid there. And then get your screws put in. And I'll be back when I get all 4 of those screws put in. All right, so all 4 of my screws are put back in. So this circuit board is fully installed. I mean, the whole job takes 5 to 10 minutes. Then you need to come back to the fridge. Well, first you need to plug your power back in, obviously. So let's plug that in. There we go. You can already hear the ice moving through now. You can already hear it. Whenever it was not working, that ice contraption, the ice drill inside of there was not moving the ice forward. And that's what it's doing right now. So let me go ahead and start. Let me get it programmed. There we go. I forgot. Once you hold, you let off, you push your door alarm, you push the minus, you let off on the door alarm, but then you have to hold that for 3 seconds for the PE to show. So I'm gonna go down here and you see it's the wrong code for my fridge. So, oh no, I forgot to take a picture of it. What's my code? Remember, open up your fridge, look at your sticker here, and it's gonna tell you. So my code is 0302 for this fridge. So I'm gonna go over here. To move the decimal point, you use the plus and minus, and to move the numbers up and down, you use the plus and minus on the right side. So I want to move this up. I want to move this down to 0. I'm gonna move my decimal point, going up to 3. Gonna go to my next one, go down to, gonna go to my last one, gonna go up to. So 0302, PE 0302. Let me look just to make sure. PE 0302, that's correct. So now I'm gonna push and hold this alarm button to turn it off. And now, if I've been successful, I should be able to get a cup, and I should be able to get some ice water in my cup. So let's see. I think the ice is stuck in there. Let's try the water. Yep. You see the water is now running just fine. And I need to reach in and manually mess around with the drill because I think the ice has gotten stuck in the door there. And so it's not coming out and the drill won't turn. but you can hear it attempting to turn, and so the problem is fixed. So now I just need to get inside of there and mess around with the ice and get that drill thing in there turning again. But anyway, so that's how you do it. It's a quick, simple fix. It takes literally 10 minutes. It took me no longer than 10 minutes, and that's including making this video. So I wish you luck. If you have a problem, it's $139 is what the circuit board cost on Amazon as of July 15th, 2023. So I'm gonna post the information. You should have already seen it. I should have already spliced it in. But that's how you fix the problem. So good luck to you, and I hope this guide helps. If it helps, feel free to put a like on the video and go ahead and subscribe for future step-by-step videos. Thanks again for your time. Have a great day.